You just had an emergency C-section, and the first thing you notice when the baby is born is that he has a laceration on his face from here all the way to here. And the first thing that goes through your mind is, oh my God, how could this have happened? Would you like to learn what this is about? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. You had an emergency C-section, and during the course of the cesarean section, the doctors had to get through all of the subcutaneous tissue, all the tissues underlying the skin, in order to get the baby out immediately. Now, one of the things that I always want to know is, why was an emergency C-section needed? In all likelihood, the doctors will tell you it's because the baby was in distress. The baby was having a problem. And if they did not get the baby out in time, what could happen is that the baby could suffer permanent brain damage or possibly die before ever being delivered. So in an attempt to get the baby out emergently, immediately, the doctors will oftentimes go very quickly through all the skin and not take the time and care necessary that they would normally take when doing an elective cesarean section. So you may be asking yourself, well, is this malpractice? The fact that my baby now has a scar on his face, is this malpractice? Well, you may be surprised to learn that in an instance where there's an emergency C-section and they need to get the baby out immediately, you have to weigh the risks and benefits. The risk is that the baby is going to die or suffer permanent brain damage if the baby stays in much longer. Well, does that mean that they can give care to the wind and not even care about what's going on? The answer is no. They still have to be careful. But there are some injuries that may be associated with trying to get the baby out immediately. They take the scalpel and they cut right through. And sometimes the baby's face might be right there against the uterus, and as they peel open the uterus with the scalpel, the baby's face might get accidentally cut. In order to know whether this truly rises to the level of medical malpractice, I need to know a number of things. Each case has to be evaluated on its own merit. So I recognize that you're probably watching this because you have questions or concerns about your own birth and the C-section that you just experienced. So what I encourage you to do, if you do have legal questions, is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. I do this every single day and I welcome your call. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, at oginski-law.com. Well, that's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski here in New York. Thanks so much for watching.